Straws! Reusable ones! Yes, that's what we're doing today for a review, people. It is following on from that video I posted just last week. Last week being my big comeback, so to speak, after a few months of not actually doing anything for various reasons. I come back with vengeance with not one, not two, but 3 videos last week. My welcome back video, kind of sort of explain what was going on, an actual review, and then spur of the moment type of video because of something I saw Tom Felton doing, and I thought, yes, that's quite a noble cause, but where can I get reusable straws? Turns out in the UK shops right now, you can't really get them anywhere unless you get yourself something like this, which is what I featured in the last video here. So yeah, you can see that's just a plastic bottle with a straw that you can sort of maybe kind of use reusably with other products and so on and so forth. I've not actually gave that a test, I've not even washed it out yet, so I've got no idea whether that will actually work or not. But again, same issue there, I can't really take it out unless I really force it, or otherwise unscrew it, which I should have done really, but I wasn't really thinking. That's the spur of the moment kind of thing I was doing. Right, let's put that off to one side. So yeah, this is just a cheap straw that came with a cheap product. These are not so cheap. Okay, these are various different reusable straws. Get rid of unrecyclable straws that you just dispose of and get something like this. That's the idea. But are they actually any good? Well, let's take a look at this. This, as you can see, well, it's in a plastic bag, but what are they made out of? These are silicone rubber. Let's just see what we've got in the what have we got on here first? We've got a whole load of words, which must be the brand names. Edagis Home, Edagis Extra, and Camp Tech are registered trademarks of Innovub 8 GB Limited, and then the address, yeah. But made in China apparently, which is pretty much the home of everything that seems to be made nowadays. Be interesting to see whether or not they're actually any good. Wash before first use, and then various warnings in various different languages, and so on and so forth. So, as you can see, or you might not be able to see depending on what size screen you're looking at, it's got a metal cleaning rod with it as well. In fact, all of these products will probably have some kind of cleaning apparatus similar to this. I'm just going to put that little bottle to one side so it's not in the way, but yeah. Oh, somebody's busy driving their car outside. You might be able to hear that, you might not. It'll depend on how loud my background music is. But when I take it out, you can see that it's got a little scrubbing brush here to go in and out of the straw to help you clean it, because you're not just going to put these in water. You're not just going to put these, whoops, interesting. You're not just going to be putting these in water to steep. You're not just going to be running them through a cold tap or a hot tap even. You're going to be dismantling them. They're actually quite easy to dismantle. That must be for cleaning purposes. Yeah, you can actually put it in all the way. That sounds a bit wrong. Yeah, you'd be putting this in hot water, putting this in and giving it a good scrub. But yeah, it's actually disposable. Well, it's not disposable, it's not collapsible either. I was going to say it was collapsible. It's dismantleable. Is that actually a word? It is now. But yeah, that's the whole idea, and it's silicone rubber, so it's quite bendy and plasticky and whatnot, and will bend to suit all kinds of situations, and it's exactly the same sort of thing here as well. Same design, they've all got the same basic design as far as stripes are concerned. Nothing special to write about. They're all I'm not entirely sure about the colour quality. They're probably not going to turn up that well on camera when I well, they look alright on camera I suppose, but how they're going to look on screen is one thing. To the naked eye, they look a bit faded. Side by side or separated out a bit, they just look a bit faded. And they feel alright. They're quite as smooth to the touch, apart from where the seams are along here. But they all have that same ability to, be dismantled and put back together. I kind of wonder though, is that going to be something that will fade in time? Will that end up being something that just stops being usable? I mean, you could still use it that way, I suppose, without the actual suction bit on. I mean, it's still going to work. Yeah. Whew, yeah, you can definitely tell that needs to be washed first before you actually use it, because just breathing in and out through it, sucking in and out as you might, you can definitely taste the plastic and silicone and whatnot. Not quite a nice feeling, right? But at the same time, it's not doing me any harm, but definitely needs a washout first. Let's see, what about these ones? Well, this comes in a plastic bag, which is a bit pointless, given that actually comes in this, ooh, kind of rough. It kind of looks like velvet, but it's a very rough feeling velvet. I think these are stainless steel ones. Yes, they are indeed. They're stainless steel. And, yeah, that's it. There's 2 of each colour. We've got this sort of orangey reddish one, we've got this sort of yellowish kind of one here, and we've got this blue one here. They all look quite nice and quite strong. You're not going to bend these easily, that's for sure. And although I think it's stainless steel, certainly the packaging confirms, yes, reusable stainless S brushes, recyclable. Well, I suppose if they do get wrecked, you can put them in the recycling bin. You should be able to put any of these in the recycling bin to be recycled into something else if needs be. But yeah, confirms it's stainless steel. It's just, that doesn't sound like metal. That sounds more like some sort of carbon kind of material. Maybe it's just got some sort of covering over it, something that it's been stained with that just sort of changes its feel and whatnot. What do they like to suck on? Yeah, that seems okay. Let's try 2 at the same time. Yeah, that seems absolutely fine. Is there anything in the way of instructions and whatnot in here? There's a couple of ties on the top of the bag itself, so you can do that and make them a bit more secure. And it comes with no instructions as far as I can see so far, but it does come with 2 cleaning rods, which, if I take a look at the other one, that came with the other package, they are shorter, but they do seem to have just a bit more substantial cleaning head. But otherwise it looks like the same basic design. I mean, there's not much you can really do to vary that kind of design, but they do seem to be a little smaller overall. Dimension-wise, that might not necessarily show up so well on camera, especially as the autofocus is not helping. Why does that always happen with this kind of video? Doesn't seem to matter whether it's me, Ashton's, anybody else who does this kind of video. The autofocus never seems to actually want to work. Oh, that's better. That's a bit better. So that's the bigger one on the right, and that's the smaller one on the left. And by that I do mean in terms of length. The bristles on this one do seem to be just a bit wider, ever so slightly. Although that might just depend on the trick of the light and which way you look at it. Actually, with the naked eye, this one does look wider as far as the bristles are concerned. That's a bit odd though, but never mind. Let's just see what's it like to actually get that in there. It's not going to go all the way. And it feels like it's stuck. Yeah, so if you... Ooh, that's a bit of a bend on that. Bendy. Let's just see, so it would have gone around about, ooh, maybe that far. So it's not going to go all the way through. I think the other one did. But that's probably why you've got 2 of them, so that you can sort of double end it at both sides, give it a bit of double penetration. Oh dear. The longer one from the other set should, in theory, go in all the way. No, it doesn't. It does not, I'm afraid to say, but never mind. I mean, you don't really need it to go all the way in one go anyhow, because you shouldn't need to. Anywho, no instructions, but you don't really need instructions for this sort of thing. I mean, if there's straw, you put it in, you drink, and you suck on it. It couldn't be easier. Once all this straw grease, premium coloured glass drinking straws, bent, 9 inches long, 10mm, I think. I'm not quite sure what that symbol means in that regard when it's used in this regard. Obviously it's part of my own logo, but I've never actually seen it without something else like a cigarette or something along the lines, because it generally means no. So no 10mm? I'm not sure. Bent style, coloured in 5 different colours. Pack includes 5 straws and 1 cleaning brush. Premium glass drinking straws. And then it just continues on like that. Okay, so how am I going to get into this particular box? Oh, with a great difficulty. Come on. Open! Open, seize me! Oh, there we go. open without tearing yourself apart, you silly little thing. You can actually see some of the coloured straws already. This is quite firmly packaged in. Oh, there we go. I was trying to get the whole thing out, but ultimately it wouldn't. Oh, and that's a much mightier cleaning rod straight away. Oh, and these glass ones, they're much thicker in girth, and I'm pretty sure they're longer as well. Slight transparency. Yes, they are transparent. You can see through them. That might not be too apparent on the camera until I do something like this. You see what happens? That's going in. That's going in all the way, and it's through to the other side. Oh my. It's quite tight. There we go. Yeah, that was a tight fit. I was going to say something, but I tried to keep this as family friendly as possible. Yeah, if you've got a dirty mind, you've already figured out what I'm talking about. I'll probably have forgotten what I was talking about by the time I start editing this, but yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's quite a nice thick feel. I wouldn't want to try bending it at all, although I'm trying to put a bit of test bend on it, but it doesn't feel like it's going to go, although I'm sure that if you were to actually snap, it will go snap. But hopefully not to shatter all over the place. It does feel quite strong. Yeah. And of course, a much mightier cleaning rod. I think as far as all of these are concerned, I'll be using this exclusively for all of them, except maybe these metal ones here, because they look, well, they are a lot thinner, but no, it fits in. Does it go all the way? Possibly, can't really tell, but no. Just as a comparison though, you can see straight away less of a bend as far as the top of the neck is concerned, much thicker. In fact, you could probably fit one of these inside. No, you can't, because it's got a bit of a flared base here. Could you do the same? Oh, you could do that. Okay, you could do that, just make it extra long, and then no, nothing there. It's oddly got a bit of a flared base here to sort of stop that sort of thing from happening, but not repeat it at the top. And then if we compare them to the plastic silicone ones, yeah, there you go, you can see the size difference straight away. But will that affect the suction? So I've got steel, glass and silicone, and I've got to wonder, will it affect the suction? I should really give this a wash first, shouldn't I, before I actually test it, but I ain't got time to clean. I'm just gonna go and use my favourite drink in the world, as many of you will know, because I've reviewed their products before. Nice little bit of explosion there. I actually had to clean this can earlier because it was in my parents' garage. I took it from their house, and they're busy having some construction work done. The garage is absolutely covered in dust from the outside. Right, let's give this a try. Am I going to be able to do this properly? It's going to have to be partially off camera. Whoa, look at that. I wasn't expecting that. It's actually, I'm not really much of a straw user in the first place. I prefer to drink directly from the can or bottle. If I'm out and about getting drinks and I ask for a bottle, I don't use a glass, I use the bottle. Likewise with a can. I'm just that kind of drinker. Not that I'm that much of a drinker in the first place, but let's just see if I can do this off camera. Let's get closer to the microphone. Whoa! That was not a good idea. Clean up in aisle 6, Jesus. Yeah. I was not expecting that. It's literally after 2 sucks, it's gone all over the place. Yeah, that's not good. Is that just because it's a freshly opened can? I don't think that would happen with something like water. Let's just try that again. Yeah, every time I take a sip, it just basically creates a reaction in the can itself. Not what I was expecting, and therefore that makes this kind of straw a bit redundant for my purposes of drinking Coca-Cola straight from the can. No idea what will happen with alcoholic beverages, or I imagine water, it's not going to have that reaction. Let's try this glass straw. Oh, that feels odd. Because it's a much wider tube compared to this, you're getting a lot more of the substance the Coke in this case obviously coming into your mouth in one go per suck, but it's more sort of coming in a smaller bundle, if you know what I mean. Whereas this feels more like a continuous spray. This more sort of feels like it's a punch of the stuff into your mouth. You're getting a wider amount of the liquid just in a smaller delivery. It's a bit odd. Let's just try that again. Yeah, I think it's also because I've just never drank from a straw that wide before. It's a bit on the odd side in that regard. Alright, let's try the one that could potentially kill me since I've not actually cleaned it, and it does actually go in quite easily. That's because of the silicone, obviously adapting to the circumstances. And that arguably comes out the easiest. Overall, that just comes out as a perfect delivery system, I suppose. I assume that you're not going to have the same problem using this straw with water. I'll have to get a glass of water and just try again. But so far, I'm preferring this one. I'm preferring this one here, the silicone straw. It's working a lot better for me as far as drinking Coca-Cola is concerned. Right, I'm going to quickly clean this mess up because it has gone all over the place and I don't want it staining my carpet. And then I'm going to try this again with some water. And we're back, and this time we've got a bit of water ready, okay? Gotta admit, I tried to shoot these videos in one take, and I try to make sure I've got everything I need for the videos that I'm shooting, so that I don't have to do jump cuts like this. And obviously in the editing process there will be jump cuts because you take out dead air and whatnot, things that make you go and whatnot. Yeah, you just tend to do what you can, but here I am stalling a bit as I try to get other things ready. So we know what the results are with this kind of straw in Coke, but we don't know what the results are for these kinds of straws in water which obviously is not going to react. So let's try, well, hopefully not react in the same way that Coke will. So let's just try. I'm going to try to come in off the side of the camera to the right here and just try to yeah, that actually came in a lot easier than the Coke does, and there's obviously no reaction. I'm assuming that what the Coke was doing was just reacting and fizzing as it normally would, just it had less places to escape, whereas obviously water doesn't react in that regard. So if you're using this kind of straw with something like Coke and others soda-based pop drinks and so on and so forth, be forewarned, it could be a bit dangerous. Even if you're using something like a bottle of Coke, I would imagine the reaction is going to be pretty much the same. But as far as water is concerned, no, there's no reaction, so everything's alright there. Let's try the bigger straw in water. Oh, yeah, definitely more water per suck, so to speak. I'm pretty sure I saw the water just dip quite dramatically on one suck. Yeah, definitely. Let's just do a comparison again. Oh, bit of a blow back even, but yeah, I think that pretty much confirms it. The bigger straw gets you more water. It just depends on the reactions there. Must have been something to do with just the nature of the Coke. So, final test with this straw. Oh, did you hear the funny noise? That kind of put me off a little bit there. Let's try again. Yeah, oddly there is a bit of water coming back. I think I just wasn't quite able to get all of it in my mouth. And so it just kind of got cut off, but it's pretty much the same capacity, I think, as the glass straw. So in general, in conclusion, let's just have a quick test with the Coke again. Yeah, that seems to be okay. Although, tell you what, let's just get this in front of the camera as I try to take it out. I am just a little concerned that you might potentially over time damage the straw. against the ring pull. But that's, you know, just a possible thing, you know, that might happen. Let's try this again. In fact, let's try to see if I can recreate what I was doing with the water. Here, is this all okay? Well, I'm not getting the same reaction, but then again there is far less coke in there, so that's probably the reason why. Let's have a little fun and just use the transparent metal one. Let's just put that there like so. And let's see what coke looks like going through a transparent straw. Oh, the fun. Oh, the things I do on YouTube videos. So, yeah, I've got to say, it's a bit of a different experience, and all this sucking has definitely given me a bit of a light head. Who knew? Anyhow, let's just put these to one side. I'm not exactly enthralled with this carry case. I mean, I get the idea behind it, but couldn't they have made it out of a bit nicer material? It's just, it looks alright to look at, but when you touch it, it just feels so rough, and you just get the feeling that any dirt is just going to get ingrained on it straight away. Bit of a write-off, that one, I think. As far as the box is concerned, that the transparent glass ones come in, there's nothing else, no instructions or anything like that. Not that you need them, but there you go. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I think I can recommend all of these for water. It's just that when it comes to a fizzy drink, you just gotta be a bit careful with the smaller, thinner ones. But as far as the quality of them is concerned, I think they are a very good idea. You just have to be a bit careful as to what drink you select them with. I'm trying to do twirls left-handed over the top of a small bookcase and in between a camera lens. When I haven't really done anything like this for a while. Never mind. Right, I'm off to edit and upload, and I'll hopefully see you Wednesday. Bye, see bye.